Good morning, my name is Jim Lippens, again in Belgium, February 22nd, and I want to explain my 3D Lean journey idea. I made a compilation of what happened the past years and what will come in the future. I don't know if it's clear on the board, but I will try to explain. On top you have the timeline, and you see it started already in the 50s in Japan with Toyota production system with two geniuses, Ohno and Shingo. In 1980 we had an American who found the Japanese methods and brought it to the States. It was pioneer Norman Bodek. He wrote his first book in 1983. It was about productivity, it was about lean, it was mainly about the toolbox of lean. Later on he found that there was something missing. He found Harada again in Japan, talking about the human factor. You would see that later on the timeline. In 2012 he wrote a book together with Harada about the human factor, about self-reliance. We come back on that one. In that period in Israel we had another guy, Goldratt, talking about the goal. Later on talking about theory of constraints, which means, okay, you have to tackle the bottleneck. Very innovative way of thinking, Goldratt in Israel. In the 80s, there was a company, there is still a company, Semco, was led by Ricardo Semler, and Semler, he wanted to be different as the other companies. He started the company with a democratic style, bottom-up approach. He was looking for added value, reducing waste, and he wanted to differentiate his products. In the 90s, it was Womack writing the book The Machine That Changed the World. Later on you see a movement that is getting more information, and you also will see that the way of communicating is starting to change. In 97, Paul Akers, for example, he started FastCap, his company. Paul Akers, also called the American innovator, writer of 2-second lean. And his vision is you have to get rid of waste. You have to get rid of everything that is not adding value. He's telling us lean has to be fun. Lean has to be simple. Get rid of your bugs. And Paul is mainly communicating in videos. Check this guy, he's really good in these things. In 2004, Chef Staes wrote his first book, The Toyota Way. There he describes the 14 principles of Toyota, and those principles are in 4 sections. The 4 P's: philosophy, process, people and partners, and problem solving. Later on he wrote a book that now won the Shingo Prize. It's called Lean Leaders of All Levels. This book is also in cooperation with the Lean Leadership Institute of George Trachilis, and he's putting all the big guys online is putting everything online on a video that you can follow the training online. So you see, online, everybody's going on the internet, everybody's going online in videos. That means there's a movement going on. Before, let's say 95, 2000, that is what we call 2D generation. It was the generation of continuous improvement. But since the growth of internet, we are talking about 3D. 3D means you have a massive amount of information, and that information, that kind of networking, is used to get smarter and smarter. A genius about this vision is Jef Staes. He wrote in '96 his theory, and that theory is called continuous innovation, or the switch from 2D to 3D. Jef Staes, he wants to have 3D smarts in a company, which means people being self-reliant, people having 4 main properties: being a leader, having a vision, being a cost coach and an info coach. That means put the right people in the right spot, give them freedom to get the information wherever they want, and be an investor. Get your budget and do with your budget what you think is good. He wants to change fast and agile, and you will see that there is a lot of common things between Jef Staes and all the lean guys. But in fact, what I think in this complete lean vision, innovation is getting more and more important. You see Paul Akers focusing on innovation. You see, for example, Mirai, that's a company in Japan. They are looking to be different, to differentiate their products, and they are focusing on the human factor. In fact, Jef Staes, in his book Lean Leaders, he was talking about self-development. A leader has to lead by example. Show me how you develop yourself. A leader has to be, or has to train and coach others. He has to support daily Kaizen, and he has to have a clear vision and give targets to his department, to his company. And then I was talking about Norman Bodek. Norman Bodek found Harada and wrote a book in 2012. Harada's book, it's a jewel. He's talking about self-reliance. How can people become self-reliant? Give them a goal. Be in balance. That means you have 4 elements. You have to be in balance mentally. You have to own. You have to master your skills. You have to be in a good physical condition. And you have to think about the importance of daily life, of the circumstances around you. These things, these elements, when you are in balance, you have a goal, then everything you need to succeed is inside yourself. And Jef Staes and Harada, their slogan is never give up. So I think this complete picture will be the future. Be lean, have a focus on the human factor, get rid of waste, and be innovative. A lot of guys will not know this Belgian guy, Jef Staes. Check him on the internet. His vision, dating from '96, is really on itself innovative. Thank you.